In this presentation, I'm going to go over the final professional portfolio reflection assignment for our class. This assignment's worth 195 points, so this is a pretty significant assignment. This is actually the signature assignment for our class. And what you're going to do is compose a final portfolio where you include all the previous professional portfolios completed in ATR 792A and B into another portfolio. I've provided a template, and we'll go over that soon. This is going to be a pretty big file with lots of information. So what you're going to do in this assignment is within that final professional portfolio, you're going to reflect and discuss how specific artifacts from both ATR 792A and B classes help you demonstrate your mastery of 3 professional qualities and characteristics. And these are based on a document by the National Association of Sport and Physical Education. We actually discussed these in the ATR 792A class, so you might want to go back and refer yourself to that. And this was part of the reflection assignment in ATR 792A. And these professional qualities and characteristics are: how are you an advocate for an athletic training discipline? So how do you go out and make sure that others know about our profession and you advocate for us? How are you demonstrating that you are a continuous, collaborative, professional learner who furthers your own professional development to use your abilities to contribute to the athletic training profession? And how are you demonstrating that you are a responsive and reflective athletic training practitioner? So let's go. I'm going to talk about this in just a little bit more. I want to go over to the template. So the template is basically the same template that you did for your professional portfolios, parts 1 through 6. So you can see that I've included all the material in the template for this template. So what I would recommend is you copy paste all your text all the way up until you get to the end of your part 6 of your professional portfolio. So here's the 6th professional portfolio, and then you're going to get to this section of your final professional portfolio reflection. So what you need to do is provide an introduction here. I want you to explain what it means to be an athletic training advocate. Explain what that means, supporting your reasoning with evidence and references. One evidence or reference that you should use is this document that I've included in the assignment. And it's the NASP Advanced Standards for Physical Education from 2008. And this is really not for athletic training. It's more for program directors like myself for physical education master's program, like our Masters of Arts in Kinesiology with an emphasis in PE. I use this document to develop our program student learning objectives, what you should know by the time you're done with this graduate program, and then I modified them for each of the different programs here at Fresno Pacific. But the third standard from NASP, professional leadership, discusses this a little bit, not necessarily in detail, but this is one evidence that you should use to support your learning, your information here on describing what it means to be especially a continuous professional learner. As you can see, that language is continuous collaborative learner who furthers their own professional development. So that is part of this professional quality and characteristics. What's it mean to be an advocate for athletic training? Explain what that means in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Explain what it means to be a continuous professional learner, 2 to 3 paragraphs. And what's it mean to be a responsive and reflective practitioner, 2 to 3 paragraphs there. Always support what you write with references. So that's the first part of this final assignment. Then what I want you to do is think about the 6 parts of the professional portfolios that you completed in ATR 792A and B. And I want you to think about how you've actually satisfied those 3 professional qualities and characteristics during our classes. So what you're going to do is explain how you have satisfied these 3 these 3 professional qualities and characteristics through this 2 classes. So you might want to do something like this: have athletic training advocate artifact, continuous professional learner artifact, responsive and reflective practitioner artifact. And just like we did in the artifacts section in our portfolios, tell us what artifact or artifacts you are using to demonstrate you've been an advocate for the athletic training discipline, and explain why that artifact meets this particular professional quality and characteristic. Same thing with continuous professional learner, same thing with responsive reflective practitioner. So it's good, provide what it means, show how you have actually satisfied it here in the artifact through our 2 classes. And when you're referring to the artifact that you are showing that you are meeting these professional qualities and characteristics, remember to tell the reader where that artifact is located in this portfolio. So these should be the artifacts that you've already used from ATR 792A and B, and they should be included in this portfolio already. So you can put Appendix A, or you can put, if you're talking about what you wrote in one of the parts of the professional portfolio, you can refer the reader to that part. As you can see, and for example, as you can see in the executive summary for VOC professional responsibilities 2, blah, 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 blah. So you can do it that way. So we have 3 sections here. And this entire section should be should be between 2 to 4 pages. Or is that right? Let's look at, 2 to 4 pages. That's what it says in the directions. And this is worth 80 points. The description of what each characteristic means is 30 points. And then your next section, here, clear, right here. I forgot to make sure I point this out. Include the number of hours you worked as an athletic trainer for weeks 13 through 15 while you're in this class. Just want to make sure I highlighted that. Your next section is a professional development plan. I want you to write a development plan for yourself, how you can continue to develop in these professional qualities and characteristics over the next 3 to 5 years. So you may want to put the 3 areas: the athletic training advocate, continuous learner, and the responsive and reflective athletic training practitioner. And then what are your goals to grow in those areas? Provide specific goals for each one of those areas, and provide specific ways that you think you can actually satisfy those over the next 3 to 5 years. So this is really up to you, and you can describe to me what the goal is, and why that's important to you in that area, and flush out different ways that you can grow in this. So if you look at the directions, that's what I'm describing here. This is 2 to 4 pages in length, and this is worth 30 points. Then the last part of our final professional portfolio reflection assignment is your final good to great in God's eyes reflection. So provide that as you've done before in the Courage and Calling final one. I would like you to go back and read all your previous good to great in God's eyes reflections that you've turned in, both to me in different assignments and in the forum, and also read what you posted in the forum as far as answering other people's questions and people answering your questions in the forum. And describe to me in this final reflection what you've learned about yourself, about God, about the main concepts in this book, and how you can apply this material both professionally and personally. And this final reflection should be, I think, it's 1 to 2 pages in length. Then make sure you have your reference page, and also include all your appendices for the different artifacts for the 6 parts of your professional portfolio. Make sure I haven't forgotten anything. And how I'm going to assess this, I have the rubric in the directions here, and so you can read the directions or the rubric, but you'll be assessed on your writing, the organization, your references, and the formatting. But I'll use this rubric to assess this. The other thing with this assignment is that this assignment will be submitted in TaskStream inside our course. TaskStream is an assessment tool. I've provided information in Moodle to help you with that. All you have to do is turn it in, attach the file in TaskStream. If you have questions on how to do that, please email the TaskStream manager as I placed in the class. You'll turn in your assignment both in Moodle in the assignment link and in a TaskStream assignment link. I think that should be pretty straightforward with that. If you have any questions about that, always post them in the Q&A forum. I'm here to help. Want to make sure that you're successful. I think this assignment will be wrapping everything together with our what we've done throughout the two classes.